maybe not. And there's a conflict now with regard to a plan, the overall comprehensive plan for the county, in that there's been a proposed plan proposed by the county that state officials have criticized as being inadequate or inappropriate in one way or another. And it seems to me that of all the things that we've talked about, that is in this charter, that is the one item where there are two pretty clear sides here in the county, and if we want to make sure that the charter doesn't tip a little bit this way or a little bit that way, if I
think
don't quite have a handle on it.
Both of them say we're going with the status quo.
They do. And one of them makes
whatever rules are in place, they're still in place. So this one just makes it, in the future, harder to change rules. You have to change them by charter instead of ordinance. And I think what we're saying with the simplification thing is do it through the ordinance and take the laurels or the consequences from it, instead of having to come back and vote it through with the charter. Because, you could have something good or something bad that people want to change.
Am I worried about nothing, Adam?
Well, I mean, I would say that land use is a very complicated legal topic, and that even if you took the rest of your time here to study that topic, you still might not have all the expertise required to make these kinds of determinations that were necessary.
I have to say, I deal with land use on a daily basis from the legal end, and I can tell
What
you.
is Adam saying about us? I love it.
And I can tell you that Adam's just right. It's a very complicated subject, and really, what we're talking about here now, just to put it on the table, these are procedures.
Right.
It's not your substance that's going to change. It's just how you go about making your plan, your zoning. How that goes. Make a conditional use, a variance. Those are the types of things that you will have more flexibility of. Right now, the state tells you how you go about doing a conditional use, a variance. They talk about those procedures. You will have more flexibility about how you address those. What things go to your planning commission versus what things go to your county council to decide. You'll have more flexibility about where those are parsed out.
That's the part that I don't understand Frederick doing what they did. Because if you want to go to charter and you want more flexibility locally, then I would think you'd want the broad language.
Not this.
You wouldn't want what they have up there.
Especially Section C.
Right.
I mean, they're in the middle along with Carroll County on this whole rain tax issue because they came out with a flat penny, and now the state is saying you're $18 million under, and that's a perfect example where.
Except the rain tax is not a zoning issue.
Okay, but let's say it was a zone, right, like tier maps or whatever. I'm making an assumption that that's going to be the same type of scenario. I don't know why you'd want to do that.
I think we're in agreement.
I mean, I think
we want the charter to be neutral on what's going on in terms of land use.
And maintain the flexibility that the charter gives you.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Going forward.
Right, exactly.
Why tie yourself up on it?
So if that's the consensus, then do we take Article 6 out completely, or just take out B and C, or?
Change it to that.
Or
other
we
side.
substitute that
the
other
language
I would, if it were me, I'd take the whole thing. I'd
Right.
take it out. And we'll just, when the time comes, we'll address it in the transition about
Right.
how you want to deal with it.
Yeah.
If you want to go something similar to what I've read, we can do that.
So the header will be.
Well,
We'll just take it out. There will be no Article 6.
Right.
Okay.
And we'll flip it in the transition section.
We'll worry about it again in the transition
Transition
section.
section. Okay.
So this, like any other rules, whatever, would be taken care of by the same wording, right? Not only land use, this would apply to other things, like what's in effect
Right.
now stays.
Well,
in effect.
exactly.
Local
That
ordinances.
provision will be in the, and you'll see it. It's
Right.
pretty much the way I said it is, yeah.
Okay.